In this video, we are going to talk about why and how we can teach children to search safely and effectively. We will be focusing on evaluating sources. So why is evaluating the sites and information our searchers find important? It teaches children what to look for so they can judge the reliability of information they find, not only in their school research. This skill can be transferred for everyday internet use. So children don't mistake false information as fact. Children learn that not everything found on the internet is truth. People may have various agendas or biased information being shared, and children can begin to learn how to identify this. As well as the information itself, children will begin learning ways to identify a website's reliability and fake sites. When using the web to purchase something, being able to spot fake sites is really important. So what should children be looking for? Is there an author to the page or post? If someone is willing to attach their name or sometimes their contact details, it tends to indicate that it is something they are willing to stand behind. This isn't always the case, but it tends to show reliability for the information. When was the post written? If you are researching current affairs, a news article posted 10 years ago is not going to be relevant. Information becomes outdated or sometimes even proven wrong, so finding information as recent as possible could increase its usefulness. What is the domain type? Typically, websites with the domain .org, .edu or .gov tend to be more trustworthy because it is made by government or educational organisations. However, just because a site has a .com domain does not mean the information is untrustworthy. These are just 3 examples of the kinds of things that need to be considered, and none of them can be the only thing to look at. They all need to be considered together to make a judgment on reliability of information and its source. So what activity can be used to support learning? Cracking the code. Children need to research the Kraken and decide whether it is real, imaginary, or something in between. Children then debate their case using the credibility of their sources as part of their argument. This activity supports learning well, as it gives context for their learning. It is giving them a fun and interesting reason to be searching the web in the first place, with the main idea of finding reliable sources. The children need to evaluate the source's credibility, as it forms a large chunk of their argument at the end of the session. Using the Legitometer worksheets, children have a step-by-step checklist of what they need to consider for a reliable web page or site. It shows each point needs to be viewed together, as each source is given an overall reliability score. This activity can be differentiated in many ways, including providing the web addresses of certain sites or pages. You may find examples of good and bad sources for the class to explore and compare. The search subject can be changed to suit current topic work or information for certain subjects. It can be changed to even suit the class's interests. The activity is flexible to suit any subject. A rule can be put in place to choose one site or page from the first page of search results, and the other pages have to be from the second or third or further if available. This can open up discussion as to how or why certain pages will appear on the first page of results, and whether this is a fact that can be considered for reliability. Look back on the web page for more information about this activity and links to the worksheets available to print for it. There is also further information about when and why this area of computing should be taught. Good luck, and thank you for listening.